Jan from Motoroids, and today we have someone really special with us. He's a real champ, and his claim to fame is in 2015. He was the first Indian to participate in the Dakar Rally, which is one of the toughest rallies in the world. Not only did he participate in it, he finished it, and he finished it with a bad shoulder, a fractured leg, and dehydration. CS Santosh. Hi CS. How are you, man? Good. So tell me something. You said that 2017 Dakar Rally. You said that this was the first time I saw the true face of Dakar. So how has it been different from the first 2 years that you've raced?
I think in 15 when I did it, it's my first time out for the Dakar.
Correct.
So for me, everything was new. It was a shock in a manner because the Dakar was really what it was really difficult rally, and I just managed to make the finish that year. And moving forward from then, 16 was a year that I didn't really spend much time in the Dakar. It was only 2 days. But then this year, there was always talk that when Mark Coma came on board with the Dakar, that they were going to make it a lot harder and a lot more technical, and they were going to bring back the old Dakar, which was more of navigation and technical Dakar. So with this year's edition, they did that. They made it a lot harder. There were more number of miles that we did in special stages, and it was really technical, and there was a lot of navigation.
Right. So, from the past, so did your past experiences help you through the toughest situations in 2017 Dakar? I mean, would you say that you have improved? Of course, you have improved, but could you be a bit more specific about what improvements you made from the last year or the year before that?
Yeah, so every year is a learning curve. So in 15, when I did it, like I said, I was just testing the waters. I've improved a lot, and my speed was really good going into this Dakar. But the thing is that when you make a mistake like I did in the Dakar, it's really hard to recover. And I lost so much time that day. But also the fact is that it was technically really difficult in terms of the riding that we had to do. And at the same time, being able to navigate at those speeds was really difficult. So yes, I mean, a lot has gone into this Dakar, but I think for sure now I know what needs to be done moving forward because this is the first year that I rode with a factory team and with Hero.
Right.
So I think this is a really encouraging start for me.
So, tell me something, man. What keeps you going? If I'm not wrong, in 2013, you had run in with bad luck, and your bike caught
Yeah.
fire, and you suffered like injuries, and even like in 2015, you kept going in spite of being injured. And so, what keeps you going? I mean, what's the
Well, I think when you have like a vision and a goal in mind, you try and realize that to the best of your potential. So I believe that I can achieve certain things in my life,
yeah?
and that's my motivation. I wake up every day and I try and work towards that.
Right. And think so. As a racer, what would you say is your biggest weaknesses, and how are you going to improvise?
My biggest weakness is it. I would say that I'm a little cautious uh, a lot of the times because in the beginning I had to finish a lot of the rallies just to be able to be where I am today. But now I'm changing that mentality to be able to be more to go out and have more speed. And also I need to be a lot stronger. Traditionally the guys that race in the Dakar they've been riding since they're like 3 years old. And for me, I think I got my first dirt bike when I was 18 or something like that.
Okay.
So there is a huge difference,
Yeah.
and the way they approach racing is different from the way I look at it. So for me, I have to spend that many more hours training.
Right. So tell me something about the way you practice and the amount of time you give in. So how many hours do you like practice a day? What needs to be done to be someone like you? Like practice as far as practicing goes.
But actually, when I was training in Spain last year,
Yeah.
and I just realized there are not enough hours in the day to get everything done because there are so many things you need to do to be ready, and it's not like you can do all of that in one day. It has to be planned out according to the days of the week. So I was always wishing there was more time. And the thing is that when you put in so much effort, you also have to realize that you need to recover, so you just can't go at it and then expect your body to cope with it. So yes, spend a lot of time training on the bicycle, on the motorcycle, in the gym, doing everything that we can to be ready for the Dakar. The Dakar is only for like 2 weeks in a year, and that's the only window opportunity that you have. So you have to train the whole year and to be ready just for those 2 weeks.
Okay. So apart from motorcycling, what other sports are you into? Because you're known to be a
Mhm.
golfer and you like
Yeah.
badminton. So anything else?
I tried my hand at badminton. I tried to be a pro when I was younger, but I think I had too much of a temper when I was young.
Okay.
So yeah, I sucked at badminton,
Hmm.
sucked in tennis,
Hmm.
played football. Golf I was good, but the
Hmm.
temperament's not
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
Um, I think now I'm doing a little bit of powerboat racing. So that
Oh,
you can see that that's like a hobby that's a little fun as well. So that's cool.
so how is it racing different? What's the difference between racing in India and racing abroad? So, what's the most stark difference that you've noticed?
Well, it's how do I put it? You know how in cricket
Yeah.
when you go everybody
Hmm.
in every gully there's somebody that's playing on
Correct.
school.
Yeah.
That's pretty much their outlook to life in any sport, whether it's motorsport or any other sport.
Hmm.
So in India, we don't have that depth
Correct.
in terms of
Don't have
talent
that
that are people that
culture.
are
Yeah.
out
Hmm.
racing and riding.
Hmm.
And the thing is that with what I'm doing and with what everybody else that is involved with me, we're doing right now is to bring awareness and I think promote a sport like off-road. So I'm excited about it.
Uh, so if I'm not wrong, you started with the sprint sort of a
Yeah.
motocross event, and then sort of came the transition from sprint to like a long distance rally. I
Hmm.
think Raid the Himalaya was
Yeah,
your
Reddy Himalaya
debut
was the first one.
as a rallyist. So how did it go? I mean, what was what was the difference? I mean, in your mentality
Hmm.
that you had to keep to implement that sort of a long distance run.
Well, in motocross,
Hmm.
supercross, it's a very technical sport, but it's also a sport that you get to go out on the course and you study the course and you kind of know what to expect. In terms of safety wise, I think both of them are dangerous, but I think cross country rally is really dangerous, especially now that when we're trying to go fast. It's over 300, 400 kilometers. Every day when I used to race in the Dakar, I had so many moments where I thought, this is it. Like you hit something and then the bike does something else, and you just like just save it. So every day we have so many moments that you almost don't make it to the end of the day. But that's the nature of rallying. It's unexpected, and that's the biggest difference. That for me to go from knowing the course to not knowing what's around the crest
Yeah.
or the bend
Yeah.
is different.
So tell me something about Hero as a
Mhm.
sponsor and how's it going? So
Well, this is the first
first
factory
time, huh?
first
First
factory
factory team.
outfit
Yeah.
that
Mm,
Hero has put
mm,
together,
yeah.
and I'm really fortunate to be part of this team. With them, we have the right people, and they're all really passionate. And of course, it's driven by Dr. Marcus, and we have a really good program. It's not a short-term
Mm,
program,
mm,
and it started with the Dakar Rally team, but it will also now trickle down into uh, an entry level here in India as well with the dirt tracks and the supercross, all the road racing. It's all coming. It's all in the works. So it's a good program they have.
and tell me something about the bike. It's a Speed Brain
Hmm.
450, right? So
So yeah, it's
how is
it's
it
in
set up?
collaboration with Hero, of course.
Yeah, in Hero.
So this year we did race the motorcycle, which won the 2013 World Championship.
Correct.
So it hasn't seen an evolution, but right
Hmm,
now with Heroes coming up with a really, really
hmm.
next level evolution of the Dakar bike. So I'm excited because we start testing in April or May, and going forward to this Dakar where it's now more demanding in terms of being technical, this bike will really help.
Okay. And so what do we see you next year as? Like, what are the plans and some goals or something?
I think one of the first goals
Uh,
this year is to be better prepared for the Dakar.
Dakar. So
Um,
you're aiming for top 10 now?
first the goal is always to finish,
Yeah, yeah,
and yeah, and the thing is that people don't understand. It's yeah, I could sit here and say I want to win the Dakar, but the first goal is to be able to be competitive. You know, like I said, I went to the first Dakar, I didn't know what to expect. Now I know what it takes to be competitive,
Yeah.
and I want to be able to achieve to be competitive in the 20s or 30s or wherever it might suit me. You know, and then we move forward one step at a time.
So was 2015 more special for you because you went as a privateer and
Yeah, you can't
it
beat that
was,
experience.
yeah, that
You can't
that
beat
is
that experience.
unmatched,
But the
right?
first time is the
Ah,
first time when I did it, it's emotionally it was a different. Uh, yeah, I mean, what I got out of it was different compared to what this year. This year also was special for me because the first time as a manufacturer, Hero
correct.
entered the Dakar
Mm-hmm.
and they had faith in me and Joaquin Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important for us to go out and
Mm-hmm.
finish and to see the whole company behind us. Like you should see what they're doing at Hero. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the company knows about
Mm-hmm.
us and they are really excited. You know, that kind of gives us motivation.
Right. So how's your bonding with Arvind KP? He's also one of the
I
guys
don't know
who's
about bonding,
but
but
yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
it's we know each
we
other
know
well.
each other. Okay.
We competed against each other. I always said the guy has a lot of talent,
Hmm.
and he's the best in Supercross, motocross today in India.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think he will have a shot next year at the Dakar.
Okay. So one final question. Do you have any sort of message to other fellow Indians who are, trying to be where you are, who are aiming to be where you are? I mean,
Hmm.
what do you have to say about them? Because motorsports in India is still in a very nascent stage,
Yeah.
and for someone who's vying to be where you are, so what do you have to say? I mean,
Well, I would say, when I started racing motorcycles, like when I was 18 or 19, it was not a career option. Like nobody had made it. There
hmm,
was no money in
hmm,
it.
hmm, hmm.
There wasn't a future in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if I think at the end of the day, life is what you make of it. Like if you have a vision and you believe it, and if the timing is right, it will all happen. So I think just follow your heart.
cool. So that's all, guys. Signing off now. Thank you.